Hello. Hello, tiny tummy family. Okay, come on. It's my baby dog. Yeah, so sorry I'm a little late and sorry I haven't been on the last couple weeks. Life has been busy and awesome and crazy all at the same time. So I'm just super grateful for everything that's been going on and that I have. But I just wanted to take this morning to do like a catch up with everyone. And so sorry for my tissue, but my nose is a little bit runny. So you'll see me doing that from time to time. Get your booty out and come over here. Okay, there we go. So yes, let's catch up. What is he doing? He thinks he's a lap dog, but he's not. All right, boom. What have I been doing? A lot. Although work is still slow, because I'm a loan signing agent. So I work with loan docs when people buy their homes, and yeah, interest rates are real crazy and high, but still been doing a lot of volunteer work and helping out with like the YMCA, which has been amazing. There was a turkey trot on Thanksgiving. I hope everybody's Thanksgiving was easy peasy, drama free, and even if you ate a little bit extra and, you know, hurt your tummy, I hope you gave yourself that grace to just pick yourself up and move on. You know, we all have slip-ups from time to time, and as we get further into this, I will explain mine. So yeah, the turkey trot went really great. I actually didn't participate in it because I was helping my husband. He was the committee chair for it. So I just, you know, stayed behind and got some videos and photos and stuff, and did like some behind the scenes work with it, which was really, really cool. We had something called Beat the Bird, where another Los Angeles Marathon ambassador, which lives out here in our valley, he runs super fast. And so the whole idea was to beat the bird in on this 5K. And he wore a turkey costume. He had on his running shoes, and he came in fifth. There were 4 people that beat the bird on that 5K, but it was super fun. We had a great time. And one of the gentlemen that beat him, because it was four guys, first place was a teenager out here at a local high school, so good job to him. But I believe the third place was a gentleman who was running with a stroller, and he came in that fast. I mean, these were like 20-minute, something like that. Like they're incredibly fast. I know I could never run with a stroller and just be anywhere near that time. That's not a goal of mine, but man, he made it look easy. It was like a Sunday stroll the way he came trotting in, so that was really cool. And yeah, and then we had a nice little family breakfast here, and just enjoyed the rest of the day and relaxed. So everything was really, really great for our Thanksgiving. And then, yeah, so the volunteer work, I've been volunteering at our local YMCA. They do a Monday, like grocery thing. They get all this fresh produce, and people come and they stay in line, and it's cold, you know, we have to get it all set up inside. They line up outside, and then once it's ready, they come in, we hand off these great big boxes, and it's beautiful vegetables and sometimes fruits in there, but I've helped at other food pantries throughout the year, and I've never seen the quality be so great with this one. So that's been really, really cool to help out with. And yeah, recently I helped with something called the CPP, Compassion Prison Project. So I went to a prison that's here in Lancaster and was in there for like what would be like a full, work shift. We got there at 7:45 and didn't leave till like a little after 4. But we got to talk to these compassion ambassadors, because we don't call them prisoners in there or inmates. And because they're in there taking the steps to like get rehabilitated and help themselves, so when they are able to come out, that they can be and have a positive effect on our community, or when they go back home in the communities that they live in. And it was a really amazing day. I went in, I've never been inside a prison. I had no idea. I mean, we see things on TV, but you just don't know. And everyone in there was so kind and so like engaging and empathetic and understanding, and they have this drive and determination to them. I definitely didn't go in there scared, because I know that they've already been trying to do things for years. And actually, we don't use the word try in there because they've been doing the work. So if anyone wants to look that up, Compassion Prison Project, that was such an amazing day. I went in there to spread love and understanding and really get to know these people, or who they are and who they're becoming over time. And I ended up leaving feeling that love. But we went over a lot of trauma induced things. There was a lot of exercises that we did throughout the day, and not like meet like exercises, but we had group settings where there was just 8 of us in a group. There we started out in the great big circle, and the leader Fritzy, who is amazing, and I'm so grateful for her to have started this organization. But we all started, I believe there was 57 compassion ambassadors in there that day, and we started in a circle, and she went down these 10 questions. If you've ever been abused as a child, if you've ever been if you ever felt alone or were scared or were afraid for your life, or things like these questions you're answering are from the ages of like being born through 18. And there were a lot of us that took these steps forward. So you come closer to her, she's in the center of it, and it really gives you that understanding of the trauma that we all have, and some still carry, but that's why we're there. We're helping each other through this to become better people. And that's something that very much falls in line with what I believe. And I believe everyone has that ability to, face things head on. And that, yes, they're going to be difficult, but it was a lot. There were tears shed, and everybody knows my rule is nobody cries alone in my presence. And, to see these men allow themselves to be so vulnerable was inspiring. And it was a really, really great day. And I would encourage anyone who has, you know, the opportunity, if you can, to reach out and be a part of that. It was something that is amazing. I mean, for like lack of better words, everything was great. I was emotionally exhausted by the end of the day, but it was the best version of being emotionally exhausted, and I couldn't have asked for anything better from that. So that was another thing that I've been helping, you know, out with, and it was great. So along these lines of just being busy and like rapid firing life, doing all the things, we went to a movie screening for a movie called 26.2 to Life. It's about a run club that was created in San Quentin. And it's, you know, again, something to help these people think outside the box, help them change their mindset and adjust life, you know, for the better, to be of service to their community, to better themselves. And, you know, once you start doing that, it has that domino effect. It goes out to everything. And the same way, if, you know, you've done something negative, you know, that was definitely what I heard in the prison the other day. It's like, there was a gentleman speaking saying, you know, the crime I committed doesn't just affect me because I'm in here. It affects everybody. It affects you because as a taxpayer, you're paying for me to be in here. It affects you, the organizer, because she created something for this reason. It affects the families, the victims, the CO. So it's not just that one thing. And that goes back to this really great program of having the inmates in San Quentin, because that's what they call them in there, you know, do these really great things of pushing their boundaries. They're going through the uncomfortable feelings of running all this. So what they do is they train and do runs out on the yard, and it all culminates to a marathon in San Quentin. And there's a handful of them that have completed that. And I love that. I love the idea of it. You know, obviously not everyone wanted to be a part of it, but the ones that did, you can see in the movie that they have done that to change the trajectory of their life. And most of them that were actually featured in the documentary have made it out. When they were in there for life, you know, they've got this rehabilitation and they're doing well out in the public now. And I think that's a beautiful thing. Even there was one gentleman named Markel who actually qualified for Boston with his marathon in the prison, and he ended up going to run Boston shortly after he was released and did amazing, because that's, you know, that's what we all strive. We have these goals, and he's been doing amazing things ever since. So I'm really proud of that, and I'm again super grateful for them, for all of them, everyone who helped create that and who was in that and shared their vulnerabilities through that documentary. But yeah, we got to see that, and George Takei, you know, did an opening on there, and he talks a little bit afterwards. He was there at the screening, and I had such, oh my gosh, I fangirled, because I grew up with Star Trek. I watched Star Trek as a kid. We went to the Grauman's Theater in Hollywood when, you know, these movies came out. It was a big deal. So to see him in person, that was amazing. Like, I had the best night there. Talking to people, talking to Markel, talking to George Takei, talking to the director of this documentary, and so many wonderful people coming for this. So that was a really fun night. But in the busyness of this, there are some things that I've like managed to stay on track with in my life, and yeah, and some things that just like boom, backburnered or fell off entirely. So things that I've stuck to are definitely like the easy one, staying busy. Like, I genuinely feel that there's not enough hours in the day, and I am someone that values my sleep time, and I hope you do too. And I say this to my husband, that look, I will turn into that donkey putting their heels, digging them in, and like saying, that's it, I am a no-go for whatever. If I feel like I'm becoming too exhausted and I need my sleep, then that's it. There's something that I just can't put my energy towards. Heels are dug, and that's where it ends for me. So being busy, stuck to that sleep schedule, stuck to that. If there's, we have these big long weekends of all the events we do and that. So usually I'll take one full day after, and I call it a super slumber. And that's a good like 10 to 12 hours sleep. I need it. That would helps my body get me back on track. When it comes to eating, I've been like pretty good, but I haven't been consistent and like great consistent with the things that I need to be eating to fuel my body. I've been good enough to power myself through my long runs, but day to day, during the craziness, I feel like I'm snacking more, and it's not even on like really great snacks. I'll have like a little Special K morning. They come in like packets of little 2 bars or something. I'm not as hydrated as I should be. I think I'm definitely allowing those thirst signals to just turn into hunger signals when they're not. So the snacking, I'm taking in less liquids and more snack stuff. Like, I'll have grapes and my almonds and dates and that, but I'm just turning more towards like quick snacks than like the protein rich foods that I really need. So that's something I've been kind of not like struggling with, but I need to be more mindful, because when I have it, I'm like, oh, this is something that gets me through right now, and I'll have something later, but then I'm still busy and I just end up snacking again later. That's not a protein thing. So those are the things that like, oh, and my running. So I'm doing my long runs, but I've definitely fallen off on the shorter training runs throughout the week. We have our run club every Tuesday, so I look forward to that because that's consistency. I definitely get that run in. And then on the weekends, I have a long run in. So this past weekend was 11 miles, and I got all 11 in. This coming weekend's 13, and I think I'm just gonna have to do that on Sunday. But yeah, those things you can see, like if you check out my Strava and stuff, you'll see like the dip in it because I've just been like busy, but good busy. So I know it's something I need to like get back on, but that has been backburnered in order for me to be present for these other things. But yeah, with that, the busyness of like the turkey trot, of the volunteering, of these things that make me keep pushing forward in life. Some things have fallen off a bit, not entirely, but I feel like they're like clinging to the edge of that plate, like, help me. So, trying to get back up on there. The upcoming events. With the busyness, we have, and not business, busy life, busyness. My husband and I, through our nonprofit, we're putting on a 5K fun run / walk. If people are out in our area that wanted to join, it's before the holiday parade here tomorrow morning, and we're super excited about that. But it takes a lot. Like, the camera's on a thing right now, so that's not. Maybe I'll have a picture later. Our house is a disaster right now. Because it takes a lot to plan this stuff, and it's only myself and Anthony doing all this prep work, and our kids have been so like great in helping. I put together some snack bags. They like did the little zip tie things or whatever. But yeah, we're the ones that like connect with the city, connect with the chamber, connect with other local businesses that are going to help provide like the coffee and donuts and snacks, like other things for that morning. But yeah, we've got to do all the social media stuff. We've got to like talk to people, give out flyers, go to events to promote it and pump out this info. And again, that's where some of these things have fallen off. Like, I remember being at the night before the turkey trot, and we're there to promote this event and tell everyone like, hey, it's free, like come check us out, have fun with it, there's going to be giveaways and all that stuff. And next to me I have a table that is selling their salsa, and I love that salsa and it's great. So I am there like enjoying, and on the downtime I am snacking on chips and salsa, like to help get me through that day, like that evening. So but it's been great. It's been fun, and I'm really looking forward to it. So today is like the power through day. I put a lot on myself, and I want everything to go as best as possible. So today's going to be stressful, hopefully in the best way possible, but we shall see. So yeah, we have that, and then obviously we have the holidays coming up. For us, we celebrate Christmas and New Year's. Don't even have the tree up. Hopefully that'll happen. I still have to do our family Christmas cards. At this point, it's just going to be something digital, and there's just so much going on. I love having us either dress up or do a funny pose or something, silly, but pretty much I'm running out of time. These, in my head, should have been like in production last week. But yeah, so I'm just trying to give myself that grace to go, okay, things are happening even though they're not happening in the time frame I wanted, and I'm very hard on myself with that. So do as I say, not as I do. But I have to remember to give myself that grace, because not all of us, or some of us are real hard on ourselves than others. So, and that's me. Like, there have been tears for the things that have fallen off my brain, even though I've had a list of things to do. So, I'm excited, but it will be fun tomorrow, and very cold. It's been like 30 degrees in the mornings here. So overall, I would say through all of this, be kind to yourself. Kindness matters. It matters for others. It matters for yourself. Your self-talk is such a big deal. And yeah, kindness and grace, that's all we can do. There's only so many hours in the day. And if your body needs that sleep, you absolutely need it. Don't beat yourself up for it. Asking others for help is such a great thing. Having my son sit here and do all the little twist things the other day while my husband and I are out and about. We have to film a thing for another company to help the community, which is really great. Like they do something. So it's a flower shop out here. We love them. They're so like wonderful, and they've been here for like 70 years, I believe. But I'd never heard of this before. They put out an artificial tree in the front of their little foyer, and it has tags. They work with like a retirement home out here, and it just has the first name of the person. It says M or F, male or female, and their age. And it's called Elves for Elders, I believe. And on the back of the tag, it has a couple things of what this person would like for Christmas. So this is just to ensure that, you know, they're not forgotten over there. Yes, they may have family, but some of them don't. So we're doing this video, and I was starting to get emotional, which I am again, but I'm gonna pull it back. Because some of these things were like basic needs, like socks and a pair of gloves, you know, just it's cold, or a little wallet. But so many of these tags said socks on there, and I was kind of shocked at that, because I thought, you know, I'm gonna look on the back of these tags and it's gonna say like I don't know, maybe a little tic-tac-toe game, or just something a little more personal to them and fun that they would enjoy for the holidays. I mean, the holidays are here. We should celebrate it and have that goodness of heart for everyone. But to see so many of them just say socks. So we went out, I picked 2 tags because I just couldn't leave there picking one, but there's so many. And we went out to Walmart and got a few things, and it wasn't, I think maybe each bag cost like $15 to get, you know, just the things that they wanted on there and a little extra, and it was great, and turned them back in. So that video should be out in a few days. But I love what they do. I love that, you know, they're a flower shop. They could send flowers to each of these people, but they want to do something bigger and, you know, help the community and be of service. And in the holidays, I think that's admirable for a lot, because people can be forgotten. So yeah, that kindness matters through and through. So be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and if you are able to do it, be of service, even if it's just spending a couple hours going to your local YMCA or going to a food bank out here to help pass out things. It matters a lot. So with that, I am hoping to get back on my regular schedule and get back in life, like as I navigate all of these fun and great opportunities. But I know I need to take care of myself, and I need to do my training schedule, because 2 runs a week is not going to help me when I need to do 26 miles in like, I don't know, 12 weeks, 13 weeks. So but you can follow all my stuff on Instagram at Jen_Bailey17, or on Strava. I'm just on there as Jen Bailey. And, you know, I appreciate those words of encouragement as well. I love doing it for others, but, you know, I am human too, and I need those things, and, you know, that helps. There are some moments that are just like, man, you know, I don't have time, or it's too cold, it's 30 degrees. How am I gonna go out there? Like, I gotta lace up my stuff and get out there. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you hung out this long, thank you so much. If you popped in and out of it, thank you so much. But my name's Jen Bailey. I'm a VSG athlete. And until next Friday, which I will be back on consistency as things start to taper. But until then, sending light, love, and happiness. See ya.